In this video, I am going to be interviewed for my first ever management position. The hiring manager is going to ask me a series of difficult questions to assess my suitability for becoming a manager with their organization. So if you are applying for your first ever management position, make sure you watch this interview. Once the interview is over, I will then tell you where you can download the exact answers I gave in my interview. Here we go.
Welcome to your manager interview, Richard. Please tell me about yourself.
First of all, thank you for giving me the opportunity to interview for my first management position. In recent years, I have been gaining the relevant knowledge and experience to become a manager. I would describe myself as confident, diligent, highly organised and commercially focused, which means everything I do as a manager will be focused on ensuring you achieve your strategic objectives. In my last job, I had the opportunity to lead on important projects, and this gave me an insight into what it will be like to manage a team of people. I have shadowed previous managers, read numerous leadership books and undertaken management training courses, and I am now ready for the challenge that lies ahead. Although this will be my first management position, I want to assure you that my credentials, my passion and hunger to succeed, and my willingness to continually learn and develop mean I will be a great addition to your already established management team. And I look forward to sharing additional details in the interview regarding my suitability for this manager position.
Great, thank you. Now tell me, why do you want to be a manager?
I want to be a manager because I thrive on challenges, continuous improvement, and also competing against other organisations that occupy the same industry as my employer. I also want to be a manager because no 2 days are ever the same. One day I could be holding team meetings, discussing my strategy to grow company sales, and the next day I could be dealing with difficult contractors or suppliers. I also want to be a manager because I am attracted to the coaching and mentoring side of the role. I believe I have what it takes to motivate a team and get the best out of individuals so they can achieve their full potential.
Okay, thank you, Richard. What's your management style?
Although this will be my very first management position, I believe I will have a combination of 3 different styles: authoritative, transformational and coaching. At times, especially whilst dealing with time-sensitive problems, I will be direct and authoritative. I will brief my team on what needs to be done and by when. Other times as a manager, I will be transformational. This will especially be the case when I am driving through the changes requested by the senior management team. Finally, I will utilise a coaching style of management when conducting performance reviews, facilitating team training sessions, and giving guidance to individual team members on how they can improve.
What are the most important skills and qualities needed to be a great manager?
The most important skills and qualities needed to be a great manager include outstanding communication skills, both verbally and in writing. It is important to give clear and concise briefs to your team, and you must also listen very carefully to understand the situation or challenge you are dealing with. You need the ability to delegate effectively to the people in your team based on their strengths. You need forward planning and strategic thinking skills, making sure you focus on the long-term aims of the organisation. As a great manager, you also need problem solving and decision making capabilities, and you must make decisions based on facts and evidence that are in the best interests of your employer. Finally, you need interpersonal skills to get the most from your team, mentoring capabilities, and also influencing skills to persuade people to follow your course of action.
Now, tell me, how would you deal with conflict between two members of your team?
I would deal with any form of conflict immediately by establishing the main cause and then directing the team members how they should resolve it. Having said that, sometimes as a manager, just by letting the team members know you are aware of the conflict is enough for them to take steps to resolve it themselves. If they were unable to resolve the conflict, I would make a decision as to how it should be resolved. If you ignore conflict as a manager, it gives the impression to the other team members that you don't have the confidence to deal with it, but I would never let that happen.
Okay, Richard, thank you. That was a great answer. Tell me, what have you done to prepare for becoming a manager?
Over the last 12 months, I have taken the opportunity to lead on team tasks and projects. I made my manager aware several years ago that I wanted to become a manager, and she allowed me to shadow and observe her periodically, which gave me an insight into how she organised her day, delegated tasks, and dealt with problems and challenges whenever they occurred. I have also read several management books and studied online management training courses to understand the habits of effective managers, how to run team meetings and conduct performance reviews with staff members. Although this will be my first management position, I feel I have prepared fully for this opportunity. Okay, as you could see, I was giving confident and top scoring answers to those first manager interview questions. If you want to download my full set of first ever management interview questions, make sure you click that link in the top right hand corner of the video, head straight through to my website passmyinterview.com, and you can download those exact answers I gave in my interview, plus additional responses to first manager interview questions. Click the link to get the guide right now. Also, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, give the video a like, and make sure you connect with me on LinkedIn. I have put my LinkedIn link in the description below the video. It is always an honor and a pleasure to connect with like-minded managers and professionals such as yourself. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish you the very best for passing your first ever management interview. Have a great day.